Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. All right, next one is from Cody.
What's up, Disc Golf Answer Man crew and Robert McCall?
Hateful.
Today, I'd like to start off with a cool piece of information. My wife and I recently traveled up to Hayward, Wisconsin, which is sort of local for us. It's about an hour and a half north of where we live, to a course called Fiddler's Creek. And at the clubhouse there, they have a bunch of scorecards that have course records and different aces. And I just want you to know, Eric, that you still are tied for the course record with a 45 out of a par 61.
Boom.
At that course from 2007. So congratulations on that, and hopefully I can break that soon.
Awesome.
But my original question is, I know that you guys talked a lot about throwing in the wind, headwind versus tailwind, what stability to look for, and how to release. My question is uphill and downhill throwing. I really kind of struggle with throwing uphill, and just looking for some tips on uphill versus downhill. What do you choose for stability, and how do you normally release the disc to maximize distance and accuracy? All right. Thanks, guys. Keep it up. Keep it real.
Well, if this guy's going for my course record, I'm not giving him any tips.
That's right. Next question, please. Hey, that's just a casual 16 under. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Pretty solid. Yeah. I remember that course too. It was a lot of fun. It was when we were just happened to be driving through.
I bet it is fun if you shot 16 under.
Yeah, it was.
Anyway, go. You talk about uphill. I'll talk about downhill.
Okay. Well, for uphill shots, we don't have a whole lot of uphill shots around here. But obviously on the road, I've played a lot of holes, a lot of courses that have a lot of elevation. When I'm throwing uphill, I'm throwing something relatively understable. With almost a hyzer, like I'll even throw my roller disc on an uphill shot with hyzer line, obviously, and kind of pace back a little bit, not try to rip it, not try to throw it at 100%, just give it a nice, easy pull so I can get some accurate shot releases out of it. And I don't like to go too overstable because it's just going to dump. You're not going to get any distance out of the disc. Depending on how far uphill you're throwing, I like to club down, so to speak. So if it's a huge uphill shot that I would normally throw, say, a trespass on, I'll tone back and throw maybe a convict or even a renegade. So uphill, absolutely throw something a little bit more understable than you would. And if you're on the side of a hill with your footing as well, if it's like a second shot, something else I like to do is run up kind of at an angle, kind of a side angle. You can get a little bit more traction, a little more power behind the disc than trying to run directly straight up the hill.
Yeah, that's a really good tip. I hadn't even thought about that until I watched Zach Melton play at Worlds. Mm-hmm. And he ran up almost at 90 degrees to one of his shots, but he was really the only one on his card that got up to the pin from where he was because he actually could get some momentum. But yeah, with uphill shots, when it's a more understable discs want to stay in the air.
Yes.
That's why you choose them for uphill shots, because if you try and force something over on Anheuser, you're having to work a lot harder to achieve less results because they want to get to the ground. You know, you have to throw it so much higher. So downhill, it's the opposite. I'll usually throw a little more stable when I'm throwing downhill, but also I think even more important than the stability is matching the angle of the hill that you're throwing. If you're throwing a really, really steep downhill, if you let something go kind of flat eye level, even maybe a little downhill, chances are that's way offline.
It's going way left.
Yeah,
if you're right-handed.
Right. So, like I said, I think even more important than stability is just matching the angle of a hill, and that's going to feel really weird. But even if you're not reaching the basket, you're going to have a better chance of being in line with where you want to if you match that angle.
I love downhill shots.
So much fun.
They're so much fun.
I like throwing like putters and mids on. Just you hit your funny bone.
Well, I was saying I would like to throw I like EMAC Truths on downhill shots.
Yeah,
because it just has the pop and it stays in the air and just has that glide.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't finish super hard.
No, it just holds.
Yep.
That could get you in trouble if you miss your line.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna want to ensure that you throw it properly.
Yeah.